Jessica I versus Cynthia Calvillo. These are my predictions. So Jessica I likes to keep the fight standing, and I think that is where she'll have the most success against Cynthia. She likes to come into range and throw a flurry of punches. She tends to get caught on the way in and at the end of her combinations. She also tends to leave her head on the center line once she becomes tired, which results in her getting tagged by punches she should have avoided. Her go-to is that overhand right. She throws it over and over again. Her takedown game is good. She has strong wrestling and can transition very well. Her conditioning is also pretty good. Cynthia Calvillo is going to be the smaller fighter. She's moving up to flyweight, so it's going to be interesting to see how she does in a heavier weight class with bigger opposition. She moves nicely when she's on the feet. She's always moving on the outside away from danger. She sprinkles low kicks in. She's going to have to move in and out and avoid staying and trading when I begins to flurry. As a smaller fighter, she has a responsibility to initiate inside fighting. She's better in the wrestling department. I think Jessica is an overall better fighter. If she is to take it to the ground, I think she'll know what to do and stay out of harm's way. I think she'll work to stay on the feet and win there. Jessica I by decision. Carl Roberson versus Marvin Vettori. Carl Roberson is pretty comfortable exchanging on the feet. He's a former kickboxer. In his last fight, he used his low kicks to hinder Kopilov's movement. He moved smoothly. He showed a lot of toughness, continuing after an eye poke that damaged the area around his eye. He eventually got the submission. He's a grappling guy, but so is Vettori, except Vettori's willing to stay and bang on the feet. Vettori has a better striking and a more aggressive style. He also has very good cardio. I think Vettori pushes forward and gets the better of the stand-up exchanges, and it eventually goes to the ground and he gets the sub. Marvin Vettori by submission. Merab Dvalishvili versus Ray Borg. Merab Dvalishvili is a pretty great overall fighter. He pushes an insane pace. He's always the one pressing forward. He's solid on the feet. He throws some good combinations. He's quick on the ground, but he'll take someone down and beat them up there. He has so many takedowns, it's crazy. His wrestling is so good. It's unfortunate his two losses in the UFC were controversial. He would have had a lot more hype than he does currently if he was undefeated. Ray Borg also has good wrestling pedigree, and his striking has really grown. I don't think he matches up well in any category against Merab. I think Merab pushes a pace that Ray can't keep up with and is outclassed everywhere. Merab Dvalishvili by decision. Andre Fili versus Charles Jourdain. Andre Fili will be the taller fighter here, and he usually doesn't use his reach to his fullest advantage. He has always let people get into his range and let himself get hit. He also doesn't seem to do well with fighters that pressure him heavily. He does a lot better when he's controlling the pace and when he's taking his time. And Jourdain is the opposite of that. He has a very wild style and likes to stay on the feet. This is my contender for fight of the night. This is a huge step up in competition for Charles. A win here can set him up to rise. I think he has the ability to do it. Charles Jourdain by decision. Jordan Espinosa versus Marc de la Rosa. Both these guys have had rough runs in the UFC so far. They've lost to some of the top guys. Both these guys are coming off back-to-back losses. This win is very important for both of them. They're both very good grapplers, except Jordan is the only one who's been submitted multiple times. De La Rosa isn't the type of fighter to continually go to the wrestling. He likes to keep it standing, and I think he has the advantage there. Marc De La Rosa by decision. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know who you got, and I'll see y'all after. Take care.